In this video, I'm excited to share my journey of learning English, detailing my experiences at school, the diverse range of classes I attended, the different teachers who guided me, and the multicultural mix of students in my classroom. This story is not just about language acquisition but also about the challenges I faced and overcame, the successes I achieved, and the invaluable advice I received along the way. It all started when I decided to join an English language course to improve my skills. I remember feeling both excited and nervous on my first day, as I didn't know what to expect. The classroom was filled with students from various parts of the world, Europe, South America, Asia, and more. There were students from France, Italy, Brazil, Japan, and South Korea, among others. This diversity created a rich, dynamic learning environment where I could learn not just English but also about different cultures and perspectives. One of the most significant aspects of this experience was the necessity to use English as our common language. None of the students spoke my native language, which pushed me to communicate only in English. This immersion was crucial for my practice and development. I quickly realized that being surrounded by people from different backgrounds who all had the same goal, learning English, created a unique and supportive community. A particularly memorable day was when we had a new student join our class. Her name was Sarah, and she was from Argentina. She seemed a bit shy and nervous at first, which I could relate to from my first day. During the lesson, she shared her concern that she didn't have a natural talent for learning languages. She mentioned that her sister picked up English quickly, making her feel inadequate by comparison. This sparked a discussion led by our teacher, who asked the class if anyone believed they had a talent for learning languages. Surprisingly, no one raised their hand. Our teacher then shared an insightful perspective: everyone has a talent for learning languages because we all successfully learned our native language as children. She explained that the issue isn't about talent but about effort, practice, and attitude. Many students mistakenly believe they aren't talented simply because they compare themselves to others who might pick up new languages faster. This comparison can be discouraging, but it's important to remember that everyone learns at their own pace and has their own strengths. The teacher's words were reassuring and motivating. She emphasized that while some people might have a natural knack for languages, others might excel in different areas like sports, arts, or sciences. It's essential not to measure our abilities against others but to focus on our progress and strengths. This message resonated with me because, while I had always felt confident in my abilities in sports like football and tennis, I had doubts about my language skills. Hearing that I had the potential to be just as talented in learning English was empowering. That evening, we had a school party, which was an exciting event for everyone. It was a great opportunity to relax, socialize, and practice our English in a more casual setting. I was particularly looking forward to it because I knew some of the girls from our class would be there, including Sarah. The party turned out to be a fantastic experience. I had the chance to talk with Sarah and get to know her better. We danced and had a lot of fun, and it was wonderful to see everyone enjoying themselves. 2 boys from my football team also attended the party. They were from Brazil, and although their English was still basic, they made everyone laugh with their jokes and stories. Their sentences were short, often just 3 or 4 words, but they communicated effectively and fluently. This was a valuable lesson in itself. Fluency isn't about having a vast vocabulary or perfect grammar, it's about being able to communicate your ideas clearly and confidently. The next day, back in class, we discussed the party and what we had learned from it. I mentioned how interesting it was to see people with limited vocabulary speak fluently. Our teacher explained that fluency isn't just about knowing many words or speaking quickly. It's more about speaking without long pauses and feeling comfortable expressing yourself. She used the example of the Brazilian boys, highlighting how they focused on communication rather than perfection. This was an eye-opening moment for many of us, as it shifted our perspective on what it means to be fluent. Our teacher also emphasized the importance of regular practice in achieving fluency. She likened it to playing a musical instrument, where consistent practice is necessary to develop the connection between the brain and the muscles. In language learning, this means practicing speaking regularly to build the neural pathways that make communication smoother and more automatic. She encouraged us to practice speaking for at least 30 minutes each day, whether with a partner or through activities like thinking aloud. Another crucial aspect of learning English is finding joy in the process. Our teacher suggested that we engage with content that interests us, whether it's reading, listening, or speaking. This approach makes the learning process more enjoyable and helps maintain motivation. She advised reading books or articles on topics we enjoy, listening to podcasts or watching videos that we find interesting, and engaging in conversations about subjects we're passionate about. One day, a student asked about finding a good language school in her home country, as she would soon be returning home. Our teacher offered practical advice. While immersion and using English daily are vital, a good school and teacher can provide structured guidance and support. She suggested using online resources to test vocabulary knowledge and track progress. This way, students can assess whether a school's teaching methods are effective and if they are making satisfactory progress. Our teacher also mentioned that she offers private lessons via Skype, providing a flexible option for students who want to continue learning even after leaving the school. Another memorable discussion was about how our teacher acquired her knowledge about language learning. She explained that it came from a combination of personal teaching experience, studying various educational materials, and an intriguing method she called her magic park. This park was a metaphorical space where she would relax, clear her mind, and seek inspiration or answers to questions she had about teaching. She described this process as asking the universe for guidance and being open to receiving answers in unexpected ways, such as through conversations, online videos, or new ideas. As my time at the school drew to a close, I felt a mix of emotions. I was grateful for the progress I had made and the friends I had met, but I was also a bit sad to leave this supportive community. On my last day, our teacher asked if I wanted to say a few words to the class. I took the opportunity to thank everyone for the memorable experiences and the warm welcome I had received. I shared my contact information, encouraging everyone to stay in touch. It was a bittersweet moment, but I knew it was time to take what I had learned and continue my journey independently. Reflecting on my experiences, I realized how much I had grown, not just in my English skills but also in my confidence and understanding of different cultures. The diversity of the classroom environment had been a tremendous asset, allowing me to interact with people from various backgrounds and improve my communication skills. This experience taught me the value of persistence, practice, and a positive attitude in overcoming challenges. A year after my last day at school, I continued to use English daily, applying the techniques and strategies I had learned. I was thrilled to discover that I had expanded my vocabulary to 4,000 words, a significant achievement that boosted my confidence. I also found a new passion, teaching English. I started teaching beginners, who knew only around 500 words. This experience was both challenging and rewarding, as it allowed me to apply the lessons I had learned and help others on their language learning journeys. One of the most valuable takeaways from my journey was the importance of continuous learning and adaptation. Teaching English to beginners gave me a fresh perspective and reminded me of the early stages of my language journey. It was a humbling experience, as I realized how far I had come and how much I still had to learn. I often reflected on the advice and techniques my teacher in London had shared, striving to pass on this knowledge to my students. In conclusion, my journey of learning English has been transformative in many ways. It has taught me the importance of practice, the power of positive reinforcement, and the value of a supportive learning environment. The lessons I learned extend beyond language acquisition, encompassing broader life skills like perseverance, open-mindedness, and the ability to connect with others across cultural boundaries. I am grateful for the guidance and support I received from my teachers and classmates, and I look forward to continuing this journey, both as a learner and a teacher. For anyone embarking on their own language learning journey, I encourage you to read, listen, and speak daily, and most importantly, to enjoy the process. With dedication and the right mindset, you can achieve fluency and open up new opportunities in your life.